Okay, so we've already uncovered something. Look at all of these. What the heck? You have Big Rock Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. Then you have Seven Fields Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. Then you have Avalon Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. And they all have a link to Dodo Bird. I mean, I feel like I know what's going on here, but yeah, why would there be three of the same websites linking to the same company from 3 years ago? That's the type of stuff you're going to see in the affiliate game. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for sticking with us here during the holidays. We're cruising on the GIF-YAC. We have something like 10 articles that are in the queue ready to go up on the website. So those will be going up today or tomorrow. So at that point, we'll be close to, I think, 25 articles, something like 60,000, 70,000 written words. That's a good start. It's a real good start. Next month, we gotta do 100,000. Today, though, we're going to continue our backlink work. Right? The last 2 days we've spent talking about what backlinks are, what are some methods to acquire backlinks, what are some things you need to watch out for as you go about that process, especially with Google. You don't want to make Google mad. They control a lot of your potential traffic. And today we're going to continue that. We're going to do our competitor analysis. So we're going to use Ahrefs, which is a keyword research tool, to do some backlink analysis of our competitors. We're going to try and figure out where they're getting backlinks from, how they're getting them, where they're getting them. And then maybe we'll look at what methods they could have used to get them. So it's going to be a fun day to watch, just because we're going to go down a couple different rabbit holes and try and figure out what we can do for our website, right? That's the goal of all this. How can we scale the GIF-YAC? We have good articles, we got good content coming out, but how do we get to that next level, right? How do we start getting some real traffic that can bring in $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Ahrefs. So let's start with Site Explorer. And I think we want to look at Dodo Bird first. Let's look at Dodo Bird. All right, this is one of our competitors. They have quite a lot of backlinks, quite a lot of traffic, quite a lot of organic keywords, as you can see. It has been quite the climb for them, right? Here's their organic data. These are the referring domains we've talked about. They're referring pages. And then this is, if you recall, called domain rating. Just ranks how competitive they are. And here's anchor text. These are their top anchor texts based on number of referring domains. As you can see, we've talked about this before, right? The vast majority of them should come from brand keyword or something like no text or click here. All right, so they have 3,500 do follow referring domains, a total of 90,000 do follow backlinks. They really haven't grown in traffic that much over the last couple of years. It's strange too, because they're ranking for more keywords. They're ranking in the 1 to 3 spot for about 20,000 keywords. But you can see most of their traffic is on the decline. So that either tells me that there's less people searching for gifting, or it's just becoming more competitive. All right, so let's look at backlinks. So just reading it from left to right, this is the referring page. So this is the page that another website will link to you. And then this shows the domain rating of that website. So that's important, right? You want high quality websites linking to you. You want this number to be high. And then it shows how many people are linking to their page. Clearly this page has a lot of other websites linking to it. Looks like it's a free printable Mother's Day coupon page. Traffic, this shows how much traffic this specific page gets. This shows how many keywords this page ranks for organically. And then over here is where we actually see the backlink. But more importantly, it says no follow. There's not much link juice, whatever you want to call it, that Google is going to see from this no follow link. And we can see if we go to this page, they're just a comment or a trackback in the actual website. They haven't been included in the article as like a resource. And because of that, there's no value in that, right? They're not going to get a do follow link for that. What we can do though is we can put a couple filters here to kind of distill these backlinks a little bit more. So the first thing we can do is we can go to the link type and we can just hit do follow. So we'll get rid of this no follow stuff that we don't really want to see. And then we can just start getting a sense of how they're getting links. So Unoriginal Mom could have a link here. So Dodo Bird has again put a comment. I mean, that's where their link is coming from. This 20 epic birthday gifts for boyfriend. But they're getting a do follow link. So let's see if we see that trend continue. Well, here's another unoriginal mom article. So here's the article. We'll just do a control find for Dodo. And there it is. What is this one? So this is a bamboo supply, and they're getting an image. Ah, interesting. That's a cute logo, by the way. So it's a closed business, but they provided a link back to Dodo Bird to be a part of their subscription box. So what probably happened is Dodo Bird wrote an article or was thinking about writing an article, and then these guys somehow got involved to get included on that, whether organically or however, but they were linking back to them just on their homepage. So this is an opportunity, right? This is these small supply companies that have products in the market want to show that they're featured on, some of the bigger gifting websites. All right, so this one looks like a photo source link. It's from a long time ago. So this is photo source from Dodo Bird, DIY Christmas gifts. They were able to get a backlink there by just having a photo, right? Somebody was trying to build an article for their own website, and they pulled in this photo from Dodo Bird. So they got a backlink that way. So just having good content on your own website can help you there. All right, so what is this? This is a coupon website. Looks like they've added themselves as a store on a coupon website. How many do they have? They got about 20. So they got about 20 links up here on coupon site number 1. All right, so Bustle is another gifting. I mean, I think these guys do a bunch of stuff, but yeah, they do entertainment, wellness, life. So they do a bunch of stuff. Wow. Dodo Bird got a cool guides list in the opening sentence to this article. And then so did the Daily Want. So whoever wrote this is clearly trying to link out to some authoritative websites. It's generally why you do that, right? Makes your page, it tells Google, hey, we're the Bustle, but we also link out to other authority pages. So it's good to have like one link in your, call it, first 500 words that links to an authority page that's adjacent. I wouldn't choose a direct competitor. If you were Bustle and you sent somebody to Dodo Bird, they could be gone, right? They could just go over here and start reading, and they might not come back to your gift guide. Bustle has an 89, by the way, on a DR ranking, or DR, or domain rating. So Bustle is a bigger dog than Dodo Bird. So that might be part of the reason they're just like, hey, we're going to show Google we still link to authority sites, and we're going to throw these Dodo Bird guys up there. Wow, they're on, they got a link on Neil Patel. Looks like they're linked for subscription box. So they got a link right here, this crowded with contestants. So Neil was writing about subscription boxes, how to stand out. And then he said, hey, by the way, food subscription is a very crowded space. And then he linked to this Dodo Bird article. This helps Neil in his article and showing value to not only his users, but also Google that says, hey, here's some further context to this. He links to an article that has a lot of relevance to what he's talking about. It shows just by having 11 different subscription boxes or providers of subscription boxes that it's a crowded space. And then here's the article from Dodo Bird. And then Dodo Bird obviously gets a backlink, and he potentially gets traffic that comes through that. I feel like that is something you can't really plan for, right? Unless you happen to have a relationship with somebody like Neil. My guess is whoever wrote that article, they just did some top line research and found Dodo Bird through a Google search. That'd be my guess. And Dodo Bird was probably ranking pretty high for like best food subscription boxes, something like that. What we're looking for are areas that maybe they've hacked together, right? That are an opportunity that we can take part in, because we can't necessarily get those same types of links. 37 gift bloggers. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is what did we talk about yesterday? This is like a roundup article almost, right? So Gift Insider got a link, Dodo Bird, Gave That got a link. All right, so they got a backlink on some top gift blogger articles. So that's like a resource page, right? And hey, we deserve to be there. We are a gifting website, and it's content for whoever this person is, this nameplates, top gift blogs. All right, so here's another. Again, these are smaller websites, right? These are like 9s and 10s. This is probably where you have to start when you're young, right? It's probably unlikely that Bustle is going to backlink to us in the near future, but our domain rating is probably a 0. And so getting a backlink from a 9, well, hey, that would be swell. So this is a company called the Stars Above. Looks like they do custom star maps, which I actually know a friend who's doing this as a side hustle. And star maps are pretty trendy right now. So they got a backlink image, it looks like. No thanks, get out of here. Ah, do you see? Do you see? Do you see? They got as seen on Dodo Bird, as seen on Edible Arrangements, as seen on brides.com. So Dodo Bird is getting a bunch of good links from brands that are being included in gift lists. It's like a virtuous cycle, right? Dodo Bird puts out an article with top 30 gifts. Those brands want to show their users, hey, look at us. We got featured on Dodo Bird. They backlink to Dodo Bird. Dodo Bird gets another backlink for writing that article, and the circle is complete. All right, so how do you choose the right gift for your worker? So this is insurance company, Insure Zero. Yeah, it's just an insurance company. It's an article from 2018. How to choose the right gift for your employer. So I'm looking down here, I'm seeing what the anchor text is. List of appropriate. So there it is. You see, I mean, this is super relevant. This company wrote an article about a gift for a boss. And in the first paragraph, right at the bottom, they link out to Dodo Bird. This shows Google, hey, we're writing an authoritative article. It helps Insure Zero rank their article. They probably have no idea who Dodo Bird is, right? I highly doubt that these two have ever interacted, because it just would seem strange to me. These guys are in a totally different industry. They just happen to be writing an article that they think was going to get them traffic. And then they found Dodo Bird. They probably type in gifts for boss. All right, how else can we filter and sort this? Well, what we can do is we can say one backlink per domain, right? Because I always use it, but let's just say the New York Times has backlinked to Dodo Bird 100 times. We can filter that down and just show one link, right? So instead of seeing all 90,000 backlinks, now we can see that they have 3,500 backlinks from unique referring domains. Okay, so we've already uncovered something. Look at all of these. What the heck? You have Big Rock Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. Then you have Seven Fields Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. Then you have Avalon Veterinarian Hospital with Brody's blog. And they all have a link to Dodo Bird. I mean, I feel like I know what's going on here, but yeah, why would there be 3 of the same websites linking to the same company from 3 years ago? That's the type of stuff you're going to see in the affiliate game. Where is this? 100 most unique. 100, where is it? 100. Right, so here is a link from Dodo Bird. Do you see this little dot right here? This is a link. It goes to Dodo Bird, and it goes to goodluckgift.us. What are those links doing down there? I mean, it's from 2014. Again, I'm going to assume that I know why this is like this, because no normal website would have these hidden links. A backlink is a backlink, folks. So here are the ones that I think are reasonable to get backlinks from, right? Because these are going to be e-commerce brands that might be selling on Amazon, right? They're going to want to showcase that they're featured in a Dodo Bird article. So Dodo Bird has top 25 Mother's Day gifts. Candyco.com is like, oh shoot, we're number 9 on the list. We were featured on Dodo Bird. They can use that as social proof. Look at this. So this is in an alternate universe, there's a MattyAds right now streaming on Twitch, and he's building a website for advice to e-commerce stores about how to market their product. This is the alternate MattyAds. All right, because what's happening here is whoever's writing this for Second CRM he's got this section for gift guides, and he says, so there are many occasions where people want to search for gifts, right? For like a gift for their best friend or whatever. And so he's saying, go out and find the bloggers that are making these lists and make an effort to make your product or service included in the gift guide. All right. And then he says, before you approach the author, make sure you have an idea of how it benefits them and that it's useful to the product or service or user. So, I mean, this is what we talked about yesterday, right? When we approach people to be included on their website or their blog, we want to make sure that we're providing value. So this guy is saying, hey, you're making a product, go out and tell this gift blogger to include you or think about including you in your next gift list. I mean, if that's the case, then you have to think that these brands or these product companies would want to be included on the gift jack and that they would include us as a, as seen on widget, or maybe, we're early. So maybe we're just a link, right? Yeah. So that's the underbelly of a lot of websites. Strange backlinks. Lots of strange backlinks. Lots of ones that make sense, but a lot of strange ones too. It's not just going to be them. It's going to be every competitor that's ranking on Google for us. And that's why we need another day, right? We're going to need another day to look at this stuff. Today, we were able to get through probably about 6 different topical or strategic ways to acquire backlinks that we think our competitor is doing. There's some areas of opportunity for us to potentially build future content around. Right? We saw some DIY mommy blogs / Pinterest blogs, right? We could theoretically build content for that to try and get backlinks from. So tomorrow we're going to spend one more day on some other backlink strategies. And then as we get through the new year, get excited because we're going to be jumping right into Google and Facebook ads. We got to get set up come mid-January to start running some of those for our Valentine's articles. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.